paint it with Rust-Oleum paint slash primer. So let's get to it. If you've got paint that's peeling away like this, what you can do is use a scraper slash brush, in this case a wire brush, stiff wire brush, and scrape off all the old and loose paint. Okay, like so. You can be rough with it. All right, so once you scrape everything off, then you use a wire brush. Just kind of smooth out this area. And the wire brush is great for other parts on the chair that are rounded. As you can see here, this is a rounded part of the chair, so wire brush works awesome at conforming to the angles that are tough, the sand. So using a wire brush is an absolute necessity on chairs like this. In order to make this rusted area smooth, I'm going to use a random orbital sander. In this case, I'm going to use the Bosch random orbital sander. And I'm going to start with 60 grit and then go to 120 grit. And I'm going to set the sander on a setting of 6. Okay, and the setting is right here, setting of 6. So what makes the random orbital sander so cool is that it's just got a hook and loop system. It's basically Velcro. And what you do is you place the pad on like so. Well, that's pretty bad. But what you do is you place the pad on like this so that these holes are exposed in the sander. And what that is going to do is suck in all the particulates from the sanding job into the actual random orbital sander. So let's get started. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Again, you start out with 60 grit and then go to 120. Oh, one more thing. You don't want to ramp it up holding it like this. You want to place it right on the surface and then hit the power button. Okay, so now I'm going to switch from the 60 to the 120 to give a smoother finish. All right. Woo, it's baby soft. The final step before you prime and paint that is to wipe off the chair with a sponge and water and let this completely dry before applying any kind of paint. But this is super important because you don't want any rust or dust particles on the surface due to the fact that if that does happen, the paint won't stick properly to the chair. So your paint job is going to look really bad. Okay, for this painting project, I'm going to be using Rust-Oleum's Universal Paint and Primer in one. And it's a metallic paint that you can put on any surface. You can put it on wood, metal, plastic, or masonry. And the color that I chose was oil rub bronze because it matches the chair that used to look nice, but now looks terrible. So let me show you how to use this. The first step that you need to take is obviously shake the can, but before that, choose or prioritize your painting project. For me, the top or front side of the chair is most important, so I'm going to focus on that first. The cool thing about this paint is that you can paint metal and plastic. So these bands here are plastic, but I can paint right over them with this product by Rust-Oleum. Okay? There's a little slider here. You want to slide it down, test spray, see if it comes out okay. And then with a smooth hand, you want to go back and forth, smoothly and evenly, like so. Hold the paint can about 8 to 10 inches away from the surface. Whoops, I just kicked out the wood. Now I do have wood underneath this, and I'll show you why later on in the video here. So this looks pretty good. Again, back and forth, You want a nice even coat. With the back of the chair done, I'm going to focus on the seat, even though you're not going to see the seat. Again, spray 6 to 10 inches away from the surface. With the seat done, now you can focus on the front half of the chair. Again, start from the top down. And the reason why I have these 2x4s or these pieces of wood beneath it is because this tarp is actually sitting on top of my driveway. So I'd rather spray a 2x4 and risk the paint going through the throw here. The next step is to move your way around, clockwise, around the chair. Again, the cool thing about this paint is that it does cover plastic, and that's what this part of the chair is. It's made out of plastic. Once the top and the front side of your chair are dry, flip the chair over, and paint the bottom side. And that's how easy it is to repaint your patio chairs. So I hope this video helped you out. Let me know in the comment section if you have any tips or tricks yourself. Take care, have a great day.